poor BMPs here are getting absolutely rinsed by the Leopard 2s. It's lovely to see. Hello guys, and welcome to episode 3 of my holding attack campaign in WARNO, playing on the NATO side. Previously, we made a really good attack at Bad Elster, completely annihilating their recon on that flank. Then afterwards, we made an attack towards Cheb, and that's really where it showed how rusty I am engaging the AI. One of my attacks was completely wiped out during that battle, and it has left one of the companies with basically no men. There is 2 PANZERGRENS left with their martyrs. So that's really rough, but it's still enough that we can push through, and we'll just have to be careful moving forwards. But we do have another attack to make here against the 2nd Battalion 65th. We'll take the Panzergren Battalion 111 and Panzergren Battalion 113, and we'll dive into this one. Let's tactical battle, and we'll jump on in. They are going to have more air support, so they've had air support in almost every battle so far, which is crazy. We could bring in our own air support, but I feel like I need to have it ready for battles that really matter. And in this case, like, I've got Gepards again. We'll see how we get on. Hopefully they don't have like more Su-22s that can just seed all of my Gepards, because that was really rough. How are we doing on tanks? So I do have a bunch of tanks available in this one, which may be a good choice pushing forwards towards Alpha and Bravo. I'm going to bring them in on the center here, and we'll roll up like this. We'll have the Lux behind them. We'll bring up our leader with them as well. And then I could do the same on the right hand side. We'll just have 4 Leopards pushing up there. And then behind those we have all the Marder Milans, because we're just going to be engaging at range for the most part. So let's just go ahead and set that up. And those can push up behind. You got that standard Marder 2 in there with the leader in it. Okay, and then I'm probably going to want to bring in Gepards. Just to help defend. Okay, and we need another Lux for this right side. I'm going to have the Lux on a follow order, but I can't set up follow orders at the start of the game, so I need to do that afterwards. But we'll have it on a fast attack move order to follow the Leopards. Right, off we go. So there's definitely going to be like a bunch of units here, most likely, because they can deploy on this road. So quite often there is a clash here, which is why I brought the Leopards out wide, so that we have more space to maneuver rather than just coming straight through the town here and getting hit head on. Otherwise, we'll be pushing up the right side and hopefully getting a foothold into Bravo at least, so that we can stop this +5 tick, which will soon be a +7 once they capture Alpha. So we are against the clock once again, just like we were in the last episode. All of these maps where you have to attack, you have to go very deep to get these sectors. So you have to be actually quite fast, and that can be very punishing if you don't do it correctly. So what I'm going to do here is we'll start attacking towards this tree line with the Leopards. I'm just using tab to spread them out there. So tab to scroll through the units at the bottom. These ones can set up a defensive line in the middle. The Gepards just behind. Okay, those Malutkas are going to be a bit of a problem. My Lux is not wide enough to spot that, so I'm going to have to just back it up. The other thing I forgot to do was bring in supply. That is a classic. Right, at least we managed to hit that though. Good kills. Okay, what we'll do is unload our infantry and then push that into the next sector on the right hand side. A bunch of T-55s we're going to have to deal with. But the tanks are in position and the Marders are ready to go. So we're going to have secured this sector nice and quickly. Since there is a lot of concentrated tanks, we're going to bring in another group of 4 Leopards.
Was sind Ihre Befehle? Nicht schießen! Wir geben auf! Panzer einsatzbereit! Bravo 1, hier Bravo!
We'll unload these and have the infantry push forwards, just so that they don't get killed in their transports. Marder Milan's can keep trying to harass the T-55s.
Bewegung, Sie sind hier nicht auf der Fritz-Heckert. Panzer einsatzbereit. Holen Sie das Fernglas, Buchs. Wo brauchen Sie uns, Kameraden? Alpha Alarm zum Gefecht. KI laden. Panzer einsatzbereit. Bravo 1, hier Bravo. Feind gesichtet.
The MiG-23BM. Interesting. Oh, that is so dead. Beautiful. That went the wrong way. Oh, here we go again with the artillery. Fortunately, it's going to be kind of difficult for me to counter battery that. This one. But at least they're kind of targeting somewhere where I'm not. There's kind of a chance that if I just send the Marder Milan over there, we'll get a kill. Okay, we're gonna have to actually keep moving quite frequently because the artillery is gonna get quite oppressive. Because we don't have any form of real counter battery, you do have to play this a little bit faster, otherwise it's gonna build up. It's gonna be really obnoxious. I'll start pushing forwards a little bit more. I do have a reinforcing route from that road. What I might do is just get some PANZERGRENS to kind of move in that direction. We can also just try and move up there with my tanks. That was terrible, I know. We'll just hold the reverse slope. We'll stay at the bottom as they peek over the top, where you get shots up towards them. How we'll play it. Otherwise we'll just carry on towards the objective here. That's going to catch the leader out. That's really tough. Right, what I'm going to do then is we're just going to move the leopard leader into the sector instead.
Radiocheck, höre Sie klar und deutlich. Achtung, Feind im Nahbereich. Zu Ihrer Verfügung, Kommandant. Wir brauchen Artillerieunterstützung, verdammt! Bewegung, Abstände vergrößern. Wo brauchen Sie uns, Kameraden?
And I've got units actually attacking us from behind.
Alpha, Angreifer, die Munition, verdammt! Bravo 1, hier Bravo.
Cheeky Malyutka sneaking around the side.
Was sind Ihre Befehle, Schütze? Munitionieren in Bereitschaftsbunker. Wir brauchen Artillerieunterstützung, verdammt!
It's firing away again.
Kompanie bereit. Panzer, halten! Anna, langsam Rückwärtsmarsch. Was sind Ihre Befehle? Wir sind Flugabwehr, verdammt! Wo ist unsere Sicherung? Wir dort, Feind dort.
And the Panzergrens should be able to get in range and hopefully engage.
Rückwärtsmarsch! Rück zum Feind! Rückwärtsmarsch!
Good, nice save.
Hier, Alpha, kampfbereit!
That's a lot of infantry and stuff we don't want to deal with.
Bewegung, Sie sind hier nicht auf der Fritz Heckert. Jederzeit gefechtsbereit. Wo brauchen Sie uns, Kameraden? Feind im Vor. Gebt mir Morphium! Gebt mir Morphium! Ist es dort wirklich sicher? Neuen Einsatzraum? Wir schaffen es nicht! Ruhe, herhören!
We just gotta run. Run. I could try and pick them up with a Armada, but I think it's too late. Yeah.
Wo brauchen Sie unsere Feuerkraft? Marschgeschwindigkeit erreicht! Erschossen! Rückwärtsmarsch! Und zum Feind! Bereit zum Feuern!
Good kill. I want to secure this and then try and get a foothold toward Charlie. So let's just try and start bringing up the Panzergren here, because I can probably just sit one in the edge.
Nicht schießen! Wir geben auf! Bravo 1! Und noch einen Leichensack. Zum Befehl!
Warning.
Warten auf Luft- und Bodenziele. Stellungswechsel.
I keep trying to move up the Gepards.
Wie lauten Ihre Befehle? Bewegungs... Alpha an alle! Punktüberprüfung! Achtung! Feind im Nahbereich! Was? Ah, es hat mich erwischt! Verdammt! Es hat mich erwischt! Befehl Feind vernichtet! Feuer und Bewegung!
Okay. Not so bad, not so bad. We are slowly working our way through there. Generally, I like to win by kills. In this case, I'm happy to like just push for the backside of Charlie and just have this.
Warning. Bereit zum Feuern. Feind im Vorfeld. Bereit machen. Und noch einen Leichensack. Stellung, auf geht's. Heiße Socken sind garantiert.
Going for the leopard there. Okay. Is that the rocket artillery? I think it is the rocket artillery. They're so fast though. Those MiGs are going to be very difficult to shoot down. Oh, those recoilless rifles. Recoilless rifles are so busted on infantry. Alright, slowly clean that infantry on that side. Oh, that's a lot of tanks. He's just like get into a building.
Feind vernichtet. Radio-Check. Höre Sie klar und deutlich. Ladeschütze und Munitionieren im Bereitschaftsbunker. Feind im Vorfeld. Es hat mich erwischt. Verdammt, es hat mich erwischt. Auftreten und Feind selbstständig bekämpfen. Panzer einsatzbereit.
Getting there, but yeah, the recoilless rifles are just ruining. Actually ruining my martyrs. Can't see them every time they're firing at me, which is really rough. Well, it's just super tough. I just need more and more reinforcements here. Like not having artillery is also difficult.
Fertig machen zum Sprung, wir greifen gleich an. Feuer auf Einmarsch, zack, zack. Wir schaffen es, gute Arbeit.
Maybe I can move up here now. I made this mistake once, but I think a lot of the troops would have moved back. Let's just see if we can make this work. My advance under contact here is not ideal for these PANZERGRENS, I'll tell you that much. That didn't work. At least we took out the HGM on the right. Good.
Wir haben Feindkontakt. Jederzeit gefechtsbereit. Zweiter Zug einsatzbereit. Angriffsformation. Sammeln. Volltreffer. Ziel zerstört. Zu Befehl, Kommandant.
I don't really understand like how these PANZERGRENS keep dying. Like they bump into like it seems like they bump into a grenade launch squad like this, and because they're elite veterancy, they just solo my infantry squads, even though they have barely any men.
Neue Aufträge? Zum Schützenrudel aufgehen, auf meine Höhe. Rückwärts! 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 Sunny! Feind im Vorfeld, bereit machen. Feind vernichtet. Auf Empfang.
My infantry in the town got killed.
Keine Munition mehr! Gute Arbeit!
I feel like I am maybe losing a bit much infantry-wise. Then again, we are killing a lot. It seems to be the case each time. Are we killing a lot, or we're losing a lot? The shots that are landing wide there are just super rough. Oh, we got the direct fire artillery coming in as well from... Oof. Yeah, the artillery is messing me up big time.
Auf geht's, heiße Socken sind garantiert. Feind gesichtet.
We have some more supply.
Radio check. Hören klar und deutlich. Rückwärts Marsch, Front zum Feind. Was sind Ihre Befehle? Marsch, aber achten Sie auf unsere Flanke. Achtung, Feind im Nahbereich. Melde Zug zur Stelle. Wo brauchen Sie uns, Kamerad?
Oh, that one's engine destroyed.
Sind unterwegs. Warten auf Luft- und Bodenziele. Feuerbereitschaft aufrechterhalten. Feind vernichtet. Bravo 1.
Oh, der.
An alle. Funküberprüfung. Kommen. Gute Arbeit. Feuer.
Almost.
Auf jeden Fall.
Almost. I feel like sometimes it'd be better off just like staying in the same building than trying to pull back.
Zweiter Zug einsatzbereit. Ah, es hat mich erwischt. Verdammt, es hat mich erwischt. Neuen Einsatzraum. Wir haben nicht schießen. Wir geben auf. Bewegt eure Hintern rein. Wo brauchen Sie unsere Feuerkraft? Ah, es hat mich erwischt, verdammt! Verstanden. Neue Aufträge? Panzergrenzen! Ziel zerstört!
I'm sure they're close enough for me to just pop them.
Überprüft Waffen und Munition. Feuer und Bewegung. Stellung halten. Feuererlaubnis. Feuererlaubnis. Die 5. Kompanie bereit. Bravo 1.
Annoying they weren't firing.
Halt. Gibt es Lageänderung? Feuerbereitschaft aufrechterhalten. Führungsfahrzeug bereit. Ah, endlich aufsitzen. Gute Arbeit.
Maybe this is what I actually need to do, where like I pick up the martyrs or the infantry with the martyrs and then just bring them back to safety.
Verstanden. Sind unterwegs. Ende. Wir können ihre Truppen aufmischen. Volltreffer! Ziel zerstört! Unterzug einsatzbereit.
Getting pretty close to the kill threshold. Gonna be a major victory either way, I think.
Bravo 1, hier Bravo. Feindsehe sichtet. Dran, drauf, drüber. An dieser Koordinate ab. Gute Arbeit, Wingschütze.
We just like kick the hornet's nest there. A lot of enemies. The swarms have arrived.
Was sind Ihre Befehle? Gib mir Morphium! Gib mir Morphium! Gute Arbeit!
It's like a literal certified train of OT-64s. It's crazy. Get one more thing. And we're good. I don't want to deal with that. Alright. Major victory, 92 kills, 40 losses. Another messy one. Yeah, those grenade launchers are ruthless. The rocket artillery is really hitting the spot. That's one thing that the AI is really good with, is artillery. Because they use the same orders that players use. Like the fire at will, counter battery, that kind of thing. It's like kind of programmed a similar way. They're always really on point. It's another... Wow, look at that one. That one got ruined. That's rough. We're going to have to use them in more of a supporting role. The other PANZERGRENS fine though. Yeah, this one, 111 took the brunt of that fight, which is kind of good because it means that I can spearhead the next battle with 113, and then 111 can just support them. Yeah, what a fight. What a fight. Okay, so we got to choose our next fight, which is probably going to be somewhere here. Can just spearhead near Waldsassen. I don't know if I move here, is that range? It is. This could be an auto resolve, to be honest. That's a lot of troops. That is a lot of troops. I'm a bit wary that counter attacks are going to be coming in. Shift this one behind, just in case. So in terms of reinforcements, we actually haven't looked at reinforcements yet. There is one more PANZERGRENADIER brigade ready to go. And we also have the 1st Canadian, which is arriving... So 4 AM, they're arriving on turn 6. Okay, so that is the reinforcements that we get if we continue. Okay. Meanwhile, we're just kind of using German units. I do kind of want to investigate what's happening like near Boer. So maybe we'll just like shift our forces forwards and then choose our next fight. Bunch of troops hanging out there. I have to be wary that they don't flank us. I'm going to send over some Gebirgsjäger. Alright, PANZERGREN Battalion can shift up here. So many Streltsy and stuff. Not really sure what I want to do with these guys. I want to keep them close enough that they can maybe reinforce. Yeah, I'm going to shift both of those to the left side just to cover that. This one can just zoom up. can shift this up and put them onto deploy AA. One needs to come over here. Good. Let's just see what's ahead of us here. Too much. I'm just gonna blast ahead with the tanks. Falchion reservists. Okay. This is a standard Fallschirmjäger. Have a look at Waldmünchen, but yeah, it looks like we're just going to continue down the road with these. This one can maybe stay in between just in case. I think helicopters would be useful further to the left, so we'll kind of fly over here towards Wornstrasse, and then we'll try and keep moving over towards like the South battalion, and then eventually chip and try and get the helicopters over there. I think this area is going to be like the most contested. This seems okay. It's going to be tough battles because of the infantry, and then here is going to probably be easy because we punch through with all of the, I say easy, it's going to be easier because we'll be punching through with the tanks. The tanks will just like spearhead straight into that Horsovskitin. Hopefully I'm getting close to pronouncing that correctly. Okay, with that, it looks like basically all of the movement's done then. We only need to fight this fight, so let's just do it. We'll take on the 1st Battalion of the 49th. Do I do it with just the Panzergren Battalion or Panzer Battalion? I think it depends on the map. Because I kind of want to keep this one out of the fight so that it can reinforce if they counterattack with the tanks in the next turn. I could actually bring some aircraft. We haven't really utilized our air support much, so what do I want to go with? Bombers, maybe? Would it be better than the... Yeah, well, we'll use bombers because then we can bring in the Canadians at the end of the turn if they back up any attacks. Although I think they used up all of their aircraft this turn, which means I don't think they have them next turn because we go first. Anyway, we'll bring in the aircraft and off we go. So we finally got some big boy tanks. Yay! Leopard 2A1s have arrived. Yeah, it should make my life a little bit easier. Battle. Just need to be careful. We'll keep the looks with them.
Lux an alle. Funküberprüfung. Kommen.
I'll probably drop 1 or 2 on the right side as well.
Gefechtsstand einsatzbereit.
We can roll out some infantry.
Panzer einsatzbereit.
Getting into this sector ASAP to contest it is going to be important, but also like Charlie Alpha are 3-pointers, so we need to get into those quickly as well. So actually, let's just go triple leader start. We can just have one go down each road to engage and get themselves into the corner. We'll save for a bomber maybe. Let's bring in a F4F with the 5 454 kilogram bombs. Oh, nice. Out of here. Okay, so the way I'm going to do this is we're actually going to tell the 2A1 leader to follow the normal 2A1 and then the recon to follow the leader.
Alpha an alle. Funküberprüfung. Kommen.
I'm gonna get well ahead on Conquest again. Really tough. I feel like the maps that we've been using in this campaign so far have been really tough. But it might just be because we're mainly on the attack at the moment, so kind of difficult. Yeah, it's difficult because of that. Still gonna be a lot of HGMs. I've gotta have to respect the spam of HGMs that will be coming my way, especially if I miss a couple shots like that. Okay, so I guess we just kind of go off the edge here. That looks behind. This one needs to contest here. It's gonna be hard to stay on this ridge. Those unloaded.
Langsam rückwärts mal! In 3 Wochen sind wir im Verlies zu mir! Verstanden! Wo brauchen Sie unsere Feuerkraft? An alle Einheiten! Feind gesichtet! Gute Arbeit, Linkschütze!
Nice. That's more like it. Okay. I need my PANZERGRENS just to clear out this little bit of tree line.
An alle Einheiten! Feind gesichtet! Bruder Kommandant! Panzer, halt! Es hat den Fahrer erwischt! Los, übernehmen! Wo brauchen Sie uns, Kommandant?
Poor BMPs here are getting absolutely rinsed by the Leopard 2s. It's lovely to see. Okay, good kill, but that was a bit close for comfort. super close. Okay, bring up some more martyrs to the middle. I don't know how we're going to get the leader up on the right hand side, if I'm honest. That's going to be a tough one. I don't have another leader for that.
Stelle bereit. Gehen wir das Schlagfeld vernichten. Panzer einsatzbereit. Scheiße, Lager. Zu ihr Rückwärtsmarsch und zum Feind. Hier Alpha, kampfbereit. Stellung halten. Bravo 1, hier Bravo.
Okay, good.
Holen Sie das Fernglas. Alpha an alle. Funküberprüfung. Kommen.
We'll reinforce maybe with a couple of leopards on the left. Got the infantry coming to the mid. They're still ticking a +3. Artillery will certainly force the issue a bit here. I'll try and bop those PMPs if I can.
Bruder Kommandant! Gute Arbeit, Wegschütze! Gerade Schütze! Ein guter Aufnehmer ist ein Ultrasar! Scheiße, Vater! Ultrasar!
Good hits.
Die Befehle sind eindeutig. Bewegung! Gute Arbeit! Es hat den Fahrer erwischt. Los, übernehmen!
Let's just hope that my Leopard 2A1 survives the artillery that's coming in. Kind of too close for comfort, if I'm honest. Oh, that one's engine destroyed as well.
Bewegung, Sie sind hier nicht auf der Fritz. Panzer einsatzbereit. Rückwärts Marsch und zum Feind. Bruder Kommandant. Bravo 1, hier Bravo. Angriffsformation, sammeln. Scheiße, Vater.
Didn't use my bombers yet. Maybe I can use those to attack the artillery.
Hier 9-4. Payload wird im Ziel abgerottet bereit. Sie brauchen einen Versorgungspunkt.
I do have the supply on the way, but it might be a little too late.
9-4. Marke auf ein Ultrasar. Ziel zerstört. 9-4 hört. Kommandant, stehe unter starkem Beschuss. 1-4-4. Ziel zerstört.
Oh, the last shot there. Rough.
Kompanie bereit.
Really rough.
Befehl, Ground Control. Treibstoff, Ersatzteile, Munition. Alles, was Sie brauchen. Nachschub. Verstanden. Verstanden. Aufspüren und vernichten. Wohl, Hauptmann. Bravo 1, hier Bravo. Feind gesichtet.
That's super risky, just bringing it in like that.
Welche Mission ab? Ende.
Almost just threw that away for nothing.
Speer zur Stelle. An alle Einheiten. Feind gesichtet. Jawohl, Hauptmann. Nicht schießen! Wir geben Panzer halten! Marsch, Marsch! Scheiße,
I think I'm just concerned about this compound here.
5. Kompanie bereit. An alle Einheiten. Feind gesichtet. Was sind Ihre Befehle? Verstanden. Für Ultrasar. Ziel zerstört. Ah, es hat mich erwischt. Verdammt, es hat mich erwischt. Melde Zug zur Stelle. Den hat's erwischt. Feind im Vorfeld. Bereit machen. Marsch! Zu Befehl, Kommandant. Wo brauchen Sie uns, Kamerad? Fertig machen zum Sprung, wir greifen gleich an. Volltreffer! Feind gesichtet.
We're only 14 kills from victory. Or maybe I can just focus on that and do it in what, 9 minutes we've got left.
Volltreffer! Bruder Kommandant, Schütze und Munitionären im Bereitschaftsbunker. 9 Einsatzraum an alle Einheiten. Feind gesichtet. Auf Empfang. Was sind Ihre Befehle? An ihn, zu mir! Ara! Langsam rückwärts! Panzer halten! Wo brauchen Sie unsere Feuerkraft?
Ah, they took a side shot. I thought they were out of line of sight, the Monostraki, but I must have moved back into line of sight.
Ausweichen! Gebt mir Morphium! Gebt mir Morphium! Ultrasar! Ziel zerstört!
Using a couple Leopard 2s here is it's not great.
Ziel zerstört! Wo brauchen Sie uns, Kamerad?
Getting there on kills though, slowly.
Marschpause! Gute Arbeit, Mädchen! Ist es dort? Feindliche bereit machen. Panzer einsatzbereit! Sally! Wo brauchen Sie unsere Feuerkraft? Neuer Aufträger? Achtung! Feind im Nahbereich! Hier Night 4. Mann aufmunitioniert und gestartet. Hier Night 4. Payload wird im Ziel abgeworfen.
Let's see if we can bop those artillery pieces with our phantoms.
Night 4.
Wow, big hits actually. Nice. And that did the job. 60 kills, 10 losses, total victory. Really good. Really, really good. Actually pleased with that, even though we lost like a couple tanks. The great thing about that is we've really done a big amount of damage, and if they counterattack, we still have this unit that can help us out. So that's great. That's going to work out really, really well. Cool. Okay, so that is basically our turn done. Next turn, we'll move on, or next time around on the campaign, we'll move on to the next turn, and we'll see what counterattacks come our way. And hopefully, they will be quite vicious, and they'll come at us hard, because then it will make it easier for us to counterattack again in the next turn. We'll see. We'll see. Fun stuff. Really enjoying this. Hopefully you guys are too. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.